Rated E for everyone.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another PSVR2 Let's Play. I'm Miles Dyer, and today we are in the world of Whitewater VR. This is a pretty beautiful environment. Look at the birds. I saw some fish, the nice sound of the running water, bit of drum and bass in the background. I love it. I want to say a massive hello to everyone in the live chat. And of course, a thank you to the dev of this game, Adam Horvath, who provided me with the game key a while ago. But as many of you who are watching live know, I'm getting back into making time for these Let's Plays, and it feels good to be doing this again. So, yeah, hello to everyone. And if you're watching on replay and are in the comments section, hello to you as well. Controllers in hand. The music sounds quite quiet in the game, so I may have to turn it up, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look. Once you are seated in your desired play, look straight ahead and press the button at the center of your viewpoint. There we go. Okay, so we've got all these. I feel like we should do tutorial. Let's have a look here. How many parts? Oh, you have to do the first one. Alright. I mean, I think I know how this works. I've done another one. This looks great. But I hope we can't capsize in it. Okay. Ensure you're seated comfortably with sufficient space to extend your arms in all directions. Yep. Use the slider blade to adjust your height. I mean, I don't know. I think that's fine. Right. Keep your paddles close to the kayak and prevent it from turning. If the kayak starts turning, just paddle a little more to the opposite side. Alright. Here we go. Got them in hand. Oh, got to press L2 first. I am untethered. Here we go. What? This is the thing about these kayak games. Is it looks frustrating and it feels frustrating when you first play, because you basically start learning what the meta way is. Because in the other ones, it's just like you used to just absolutely ham it like that, which doesn't feel in the spirit of what you should be doing. But it is a game after all. Right, turning. All right, okay. Let's have a look here. How are the sound levels, chat? Because the game feels a bit quieter in the headset compared to other games. But it is a peaceful game. There's currently no music. Just the sound of water. Look at the size of those fish. Are those bass? Oh, what type of fish are they? Let's have a look here. Ugh. The river is... You can also turn the kayak using backward strokes. Show which side to paddle on. Okay. Yeah. thought I was supposed to follow the line exactly. Okay. If your kite gets stuck on rocks, give him a push to move away. I like that that's a part of the tutorial. I guess it's an important one. Oh, L2. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, you can do that. Oh. Let me just reset my position because it had me facing the wrong way there. That feels good. Oh. So, look, you know when I do these Let's Plays, I try not to do direct comparisons to other games, but this straight away, you know, we all know there is another game like this on PSVR2, and it's known for being beautiful. I have to say, this game looks really good in the headset. And, yeah, I mean, the other game is definitely more stunning. Oh, yeah, definitely more stunning, but this looks really good as well. Like, if the other game didn't exist, you'd play this game. This is this game looks really good. As leaning left to right. Okay. So you can lean. 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 Keep leaning. Come on, lean. Dee 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 dee. Keep leaning. Keep leaning. Keep leaning. Come on. Wow, okay, we're actually going down some more. Whoa. Okay, this is fun. Okay, this is fun. This is for those on replay. This is a Friday. This is a nice way. Oh, there was a little cow there. Little cow hanging out. Right, practice the basics. Everything I've learned. All right, here we go. Look at the cows. Moo moo. The birds. Wow, look at the mountains. Yeah, this is great. Look at the fish. The fish are racing me. Murr. Murr. You want me to move? Move. Alright, I'm moving. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Yes, some rapids. Okay, this is a woo. This is a fun. I like this. Woo. No, missed it. Missed the box. It says 6 out of 4. What's that about? Ah. 5 out of 6, but it's the wrong way around. That's an interesting way of doing it. First strokes. Congratulations, you're now prepared for some exciting adventures. Best of luck. So, free ride time. Let's go back. Oh, it's just choosing. And if you do that, it will free ride. But there are times. Oh, and Adam, the developer, is #1. And time attack. Let's do free ride. Here we go. Here we go. Away we go. Wah! That'd be me dead, right? Hello, cow. Moo moo. They love giving me tips, they do. Move, move. Oh my god, we're going down here. Woo! That's fun. See, I know I could just cheese it and just go absolutely ham with like this. But then maybe if I watch the Olympics next time, I'll see that they actually do this. Playing VR games taught them that that's actually how you go faster. Okay, the whitewater stuff is fun. Oh my god. Whoa! Actual whoa! This is great. Whee! Watch out for the rocks! Whoa, shit! Hello, welcome. You have caught me here in the rapids. Hello, fishy. Ooh. Ah, I was almost in the top 150. You gotta be kidding me. 151. I like the music. How are the sound levels, guys? Because it does feel like a quiet game. Oh, music is at 5% as default. Let's turn that up a bit. Okay. Spring Mountain. Let's go on. Let's move on. Oh, this is cute. This is very cute. Whoa! No! Please! Spare me, rocks! Spare me! Oh my god. I am a hazard. Hot air balloons. Wow, look at this. This looks great. Here we go. God. Yep, that would be me absolutely wrecked. The idea of whitewater rafting seems fun. I think I did it once in Turkey, but it was like actual, like proper, rafting, not kayaking, and it was fun. But the water was freezing. Oh, falling in it. Oh, you didn't want to do that. Come on. No! Oh, that looks good down there. Let's go down there. I guess you learn playing this what are like the fastest ways down, like where the water moves faster. See, like down that side looks pretty fast, but here we go. See, like I think down this side will be faster because it gets narrower, but I could be mistaken. But obviously, you just got to make sure you're not hitting the walls. Ah! So the top times were like 4 minutes. So obviously I'm not going to be doing that. Whoa! Especially with stuff like that. Wow. Little cabin. Look at this. See, I would normally be doing it like this. Like long strokes like this, but it just, the game doesn't reward you. Or on the flip side, it doesn't punish you for doing that. Whoa. Whoa. Why do whitewater rafting when you can do grey land rafting? Wow, look up there. Whoop. Yeah, this stuff's all fun. Whoa. The animation looks hilarious when you're doing that. You're literally keeping your hands together. Like that. Whoop. Sorry, I'm just taking all this in. I've gone a bit quiet. I'm just enjoying it. This is nice. It's just pleasant. Also, I've had a bit of a cough recently because the weather has got a bit colder lately as we've left the summer. And you know what bodies are like. As soon as that happens, you start feeling a bit rough. But because this is like a cold environment, it kind of feels right. Okay, 74. That's better. Alright, on to the next one. Personal best. I love that. The audacity to say it's my personal best. Yeah, so a lot of people in the chat have been talking a lot about motion sickness, and it is an interesting one, really. So for me, and I talk about this a lot, and obviously it doesn't apply to everyone, I do feel generally motion sickness can be a contextual thing in VR. So for me, for example, if I was playing a game like Kayak or a driving game... Oh, shit. No! While standing up, I would feel queasy. On the flip side, if I'm walking around... and I'm sat down, maybe not so much anymore, but it would used to make me. And also, it depends on the game, I guess. So yeah, I know that this is a game that, like, maybe if it's smoother, it might feel better for people. But I know that on the other Kayak game, it was when you were like in the stormy weather. That was when people were like, oh, I really feel it. And obviously, there's a lot of movement here. But I would say that, like, when you're going down the rapids and down the actual whitewater areas, it feels stable, you know. It's not like throwing you about really quickly in that. Now, that might change. But, like, man, this is really cool. But I also try and not talk about motion sickness, because I find it's one of those things that if you start talking about it, you become more like perceptive of like how you're feeling, and then you can kind of amplify the feeling for you. So, which is why I'm always, when I show people VR for the first time, I always say how you're feeling, and you know, I say like, if you're not feeling good, just let me know and I'll take you straight out of it. Not, you feeling a bit sick? So like, no, oh, maybe I am, maybe I am. These are cool environments. These are really cool environments. Ah! This is very cool. Even like the way that the light is shining in my face, it's pretty bright. Ew. Oh wow, look, this looks good. Woo! It's all the same fish everywhere though. It's just bass everywhere. Maybe that's real, but it seems no matter what environment we are, it's just bass. Bass, bass, bass. Speaking of which, this drum and bass music's pretty good. It just sounds so quiet. But I do have it at 10%, right? Whoa! Okay, this is pretty fierce. I hope on the last level you go down a waterfall. Like Niagara Falls. Oh. So here, with all this like white water, it looks a bit blurry. It's interesting. It does look good overall. It's just like, I don't know, there it looks some weird like, I guess it's just meant to be the splash effects. But there, like when there was a lot of it. Cool. So let's press, was it R2 to continue? I wonder if that respawns you. But yeah, overall it looks good in the headset. But there's a lot of popping. Like, as you start looking for it, you'll start noticing stuff. But I think in terms of, like, just your casual gaze, yeah, it looks awesome. Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. Is there any people here? .187, wow. The range of times on each one. But then it is by, like, the tiniest of seconds. Right. Eastern Iceland. Let me just leave activity. So how many are there? 3 okay. Okay, so we've got 2 more. And it's free ride, time attack. So I'm guessing time attack is going to be where you got to get to the next section before the time runs out. And it's not like open world. It is just like one course per map. this is fun. Haptics are good as well. As you put your paddle in the water, and feel it, the resistance and that. I've just realised I can't actually turn the paddles. So it's always going to go in the water exactly the angle you want it. See, look, I'm rotating, it's doing nothing there. Wow, look at the lava. I'm not sure we should be here. But if the volcano exploded and you're getting chased by like the smoke, that'd be badass. So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing if you're actually a whitewater rafter, the idea is you just want to constantly stay in the white water, right? You want to just stay where the water's moving fastest. Or is it moving fastest on the outside, like on that bit? So maybe I was wrong. Like I'm there, I'm like, stay in the water, no, in the white water, but like no. Maybe the outside is faster, but obviously it has to travel a further distance on the outside. So I'm actually curious to know what the professional strategy is. Don't know why I was holding it like that when I can just do that. Well, pressing yourself off the rocks is pretty satisfying. Whoa. You know, for the next one, I might turn the music off because, like, when the music goes quiet, you just hear the sounds of the water. It does feel peaceful. Here we go. Whoa. And I'm wondering if there's anything you can unlock. Again, it's always easy to compare, but whoa. This is good. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Don't stay on the land. Wow, what's that up ahead? Just around this bend. Some structure, or what is that? Is that crashed? Wow. Feels like a... Whoa. Yeah. Airplane. Don't crash. Not like that. Oh wow. Lots here. Nice. around the world. Unlock all the destinations. Okay. So, for this, I am going to turn the music off, just for this one. Let's just enjoy the sound of the water. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not a good idea. What the hell? Do you know what? That might actually be the fastest way if you're good at getting down the rocks and that. Okay, this is hardcore. I like this. Oh. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. No, I could go. Oh no! So you gotta. Man. Wow! Look up there. Whoa. It feels like the haptics are the same whether you're putting it in the water or tapping a rock. I also wish if you like slammed into a wall that you got headset rumble. That'd be kind of cool. Let's get out of the way. See that? Yeah, there wasn't really much haptics when my kayak just hit it. Look at that though. I can't. I'm just looking at awe at these massive canyons. Look at that. Wow. I should be looking at where I'm going. I'll work out what the fastest way down's going to be. Maybe down this way? Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa! I'm being asked if it's a good workout. I think it could be if I did it properly, but because I'm doing this and I'm not having to twist my arms, like if I had to actually do that, it definitely would be, but because I'm just doing that, I mean, it is a bit of cardio, but not much. Like, yeah, I don't feel... So yeah, I mean, I think you could probably do it if you wanted to actually do it like this. It'd probably be a much better workout. But for me, I'm maybe being a bit lazy. Whoa. Ah, look at that. I see the exit. There's the end. There's the end. Cool. All right. So, goes back to the valley. You obviously can choose the settings. Let me have a quick look at the trophy guide. There is a platinum. Unlocks upon completion of the Alpine Valley level in easy time attack. So it's basically you got to do the time attacks in all of them. and collect 25 floating crates to unlock. Wow. There were floating crates? I didn't see them anywhere. Or do you think that's in time attack mode? Yeah, maybe it's in time attack mode, right? Let's have a look. Why is free ride at 60%? Right, let's do time attack. Let's give this a go. Ah, here you go. Yep, it's the crates. Okay, this could be fun. Time attack is a game mode where you race against the clock, reach the next checkpoint before the time is up. But be careful and avoid the bombs. Oh no. I feel like we need music again for this. And maybe this will teach you the best ways to go. Where's the time? Oh, it's below me. Okay, on. Okay, checkpoint gets you a lot. No. This is easy. Oh my goodness. Now I'm getting booed. Oh no, I'm getting mooed. Love the music. It's kind of like, obviously it's upbeat, but it kind of feels chill in its own way. It's like a great vibe for this game. Well, I haven't seen any bombs yet, and I feel like that could be about to change. Whoa! No! Missed it! It was a 2 times. God, that would have totally taken my side out. All right. Oh wait, do you have to do it all? No, I can do medium now. Wait. Adam is first and he was slower than these. Oh, it's me. So you have to complete them all on easy to unlock it. Okay. Okay, let's go. We're going down this side. Straight for this. I feel like by the time you've done all of them on easy, you'll probably be good enough to go on to medium. Because after that first one, I was like, yeah, I think I'd lose that if it was any harder at the start. I wasn't getting much time to begin with. Haven't seen any bombs yet, but maybe the bombs aren't on easy mode. Yeah, maybe there's like more crates on medium and then hard. Come on. Come on! I must look ridiculous. Ha! I love the I love hearing in the chat being read out by the robot voice saying, "You're saying you're watching Miles Dyer live, but it says I'm watching Miles Dyer live. You're watching me live life to the full." Come on, come on. I know I'm doing my whole body when I just need to do my head, but it's immersion, you know. No. Shit. Whoa. No. I want to get that ×2. Please. Don't say I'm going to miss the ×2. Yes. Fuck. Shit. Got that bit. Totally messed me up. I think that's the most stuck I've got yet. No one has the platinum yet. Oh, no. Yeah, right, so. There we go. It's like that Crash Bandicoot game. Oh yeah, what was that Crash Bandicoot game called? Oh, was it Crash Bandicoot? That's it with me. Ah, part 2, so you do have to complete them all. Interesting, alright. I think I'll do one more. This will be a short stream, but I've definitely made my mind up about this. Whoa! Whoa! Oh wow, is that the end already? Maybe I'll just do one more. I'll just do one more. That was short. Come on. Yeah, I think there might be a trophy that's glitched. Well, I haven't seen if the trophy exists, but on the main menu it says I've only done 60% of free mode when I've done it all. So if you have to get that to 100%, then that might be what the issue is. We'll find out in a minute. We'll have a look at the trophy list and see what is outstanding. some of these boxes feel like a distraction. Oh my god, I say that as I go for the one that I think won't be a distraction. And I missed it, and I paid the price. Oh my god, I'm missing all these. 10 seconds. Ah! Missed that one as well. Jesus. Right. Yeah, these boxes are not coming to me. Right, this one is. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. I reckon on the free mode they have a lot of just AI times, because I just find it... Or maybe it is just that everyone's playing free mode and that's it. Alright, let's leave activity. Let's go back to the main menu. So, I want to just quickly, before I wrap up... Yeah, rarity. Okay. So, Alpine Valley level in hard time attack. Oh no, it says someone had... Okay, so people have got the platinum, just not on PSN. Okay. I mean, this looks like a fun thing to go for. It looks like a fun trophy list. And I'm curious to see how it goes as it goes, yeah, as you go further and further. Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, I know that was a short one, but yeah, that was my PSVR2 Let's Play of Whitewater VR. But just to give it its full name, it is actually called Whitewater VR Extreme Kayaking Adventure. Once again, I want to say a massive thank you for Adam, the dev, for providing me with the game key. And yeah, and for everyone in the chat for tuning in. My final thoughts. So, to begin with, graphics. As soon as I was in this main menu, I was like, okay, wow, this looks great. This looks really, really good. Has really good resolution. When you look at the foliage, you can start seeing like some of the limitations of that, but like the water and the rocks looks great. The reflections on the water, the way that the water breaks is great. It creates an awesome effect. Sometimes it comes across as a bit blurry in a weird way. Wow, I just saw some water, just got extra water splash across, which is super, super cool. So yeah, this is a really good looking game. Now, as I talk about this, and I really try and judge games based on their own merit, but we do have another game like this. We have Kayak VR Mirage. And that is still, like, not only the most better looking of the two games, but Kayak Mirage is like one of the best looking PSVR2 games, hands down. Like, they've absolutely nailed it. But with that said, this does look good. This still looks good. And the environments are great. The scale, like looking at the mountainsides and like in the canyons, as you could, you probably saw it as I was playing a lot of these levels. I was just constantly looking at all, when I should have been looking where I was going, but I was just like, look at the scale and the size of everything. Like, it's absolutely incredible what they've achieved here. There is pop-in, I found, on some levels more than others, whether it was to do with the foliage or with animals. I just saw a bird just disappear, like just shrink and disappear. Another one there, that's interesting. But again, when you're designing these games, it's all about like, where is a player's attention going to be? Well, that's where we need to invest. And so when you're actually going down the rapids, it looks great. Next up, the audio. I think I could split this into two categories, and it would literally be the two categories here. Firstly, the sound effects in this game. I love it. I'm someone who goes to bed with the sound of rain. I find this so calming and like peaceful, even though whitewater, kayaking is an intense sport. You do just feel like you're in the middle of nature. The sound of the birds, sound of the cows, but obviously most importantly, the sound of the water. I could just sit here and listen to this. The audio design in this game is amazing. Really, really great. And then on the other end, we have the music. I actually think the music of this game is awesome. I'm curious to know how many tracks there are. Felt like there was only a few, but I really like them. And what I love about the music choice is it captures the intensity of racing, whilst also feeling just chill as well, synonymously, which is interesting. So yeah, I think the audio in this game is absolutely exceptional. Love it, love it, love it. Next up, haptics. When you are not rowing, paddling, you're getting haptics. You feel the water as you're hitting, you're striking it with your paddle, which is really, really great. And you can push off like rocks and that. And when you do that, you get haptics as well. But I felt like the haptics should be stronger when against rocks. Also, there are times where you're slamming into rocks, and if there was headset rumble, stuff to make you really feel like, whoa, I got hit. You know, maybe that was tested and it was too much. I don't know. I feel that that would be really great. So, look, the haptics overall are like, they're decent. I just feel like there was a bit of a missed opportunity with the head haptics and like giving it a bit more intensity on those moments, you know, to make you really feel the consequences of, you know, striking against the rock or even hitting it with your kayak and stuff. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts there. And then finally, gameplay. The question I always ask myself first, just as like a clarity piece, is did I have fun playing this? And the answer is, yeah, I did. But then it's always a question of like, where am I having the fun? How much fun am I having? And for this, it's interesting really. So, again, comparing to VR Kayak Mirage, these are both games that I am really glad exist, but they're not games that I can see myself coming back to. Like, I'm glad I experienced it. I definitely would probably put some friends in this. Something that Kayak VR Mirage did implement later, but wasn't kind of what everyone was wanting, was like proper white water kayaking. You know, entire courses where you are just like absolutely bombing it down. And that is obviously what this set out to do. And I think they've done it very, very well. You're constantly weaving, you know, you're fighting the currents whilst also trying to find out which currents are going to get you down the quickest. And you're, you know, trying to miss out on all the rocks and anything that will slow you down. I think that they are just two different games. And look, the name of this game says it all. It's all about the white water stuff. And I think that it is really, really good for that. Kayak VR Mirage is more about being present in these open spaces. This game, there are like different courses, but you basically, it's one set course, but you're doing it in segments in the, what's the name of the mode called? You have, so free ride, but in the time attack mode. After I'd done all the free ride modes, I was like, okay, I think I'm pretty done with this game. And then, because I thought time attack was just going to be the same again. But with the boxes, it's amazing how just adding that really makes a difference. And to be honest, I can see myself coming back and seeing if I can complete all of them, although I think it's going to get very, very difficult. Also on gameplay, I mentioned that, and again, thinking about Kayak Mirage, I think you can twist your paddle. So you do have to think about the angle you're putting it in the water, which gives it a bit more realism, if I can say that. Whereas on here, the paddle, if I was doing this, like, or I'm doing that, the paddles are angled the same, so you can literally just do that to get the most rotations. And I'm sure there's ways of cheesing it. I remember on Kayak VR Mirage, if you reposition yourself so you're at the front of the kayak, so you have less friction with the body, that is how people got some of the most insane speeds in that. Whereas on this, I haven't tried it, obviously. So yeah, I think free ride is great. Time attack is good. I understand why they've done it. You've got to complete it on easy before going on to medium and then on to hard. A part of me feels like once you've completed easy on a course, you should be able to do medium on that course. Because going through easy, medium, hard on a course might set you up for one of the later maps on easy. But yeah, so my overall thoughts on this game are, I did have a good time with it. I do feel a bit queasy, not majorly, but I think I've definitely had enough for one session, and maybe that's fine. This is a session that you want to be playing in small bursts. Also, as a bit of a disclaimer, I have been feeling under the weather at the moment, so that could do it. Also, I was getting asked a lot about motion sickness, and as I mentioned on the live stream, motion sickness affects people differently. For me, it's contextual, and a part of that context is if you're thinking about motion sickness, it draws your attention to those sensations, and it can amplify it in ways that you probably wouldn't have thought about otherwise. But it's a good question for people to be asking, and I do think that when you're on the Whitewater Rapids, it feels pretty stable. I don't feel like I'm being ragdolled around in a way that's going to make me feel bleh. But there are people that are hypersensitive, and so maybe this is a risky one for people. I kind of feel like if Kayak VR Mirage made you motion sick, this one probably will, just because it's faster moving. And yeah, so there's that. So, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you played Whitewater VR? And what did you think of it? And how do you compare it to Kayak VR Mirage? I think they do offer very different things. And I think that if you're a fan of one, you should be getting the other. The one thing that both games are missing still is multiplayer. I think real-time multiplayer would be... Whatever game can do it first, I think would really win me over. I do really see it that way. But yeah, if you haven't played it, what did you make of this Let's Play? Have you played the other game? And is this a game that you're thinking of getting? Let me know in the comment section below. I always love reading your comments afterwards, and I do try and reply to as many as I can, or at the very least just give them the YouTube heart icon. I want to say a massive thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon or evening or night, wherever you are in the world right now. And hit the like button, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of all future Let's Plays, because I'm on a mission to Let's Play every single PSVR2 game out there, and it's always better when I get to do it along with all of you. So take good care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. But I just saw that there's a super chat. Always got to do these at the end. Game Kato says, nice Let's Play, Miles. Looking forward to 90s on Saturday. If you play 90s multi on Saturday, you can race the developer who have a room set up. Yeah, the developers have been in touch, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, cool. All right, everyone, have a good one. Thank you again, Kato, for the $5 Australian dollars. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.